Preparation, preparation, preparation. A panel interview can be so daunting, whether you are a recent graduate or a skilled professional, because you're sitting in front of more than 2 people. It could be 2, 3, 4, 5 people. So one has to look at a couple areas. First of all, understand who you're going to be meeting, who's actually going to be sitting in front of you. It can be made up of an HR person, a technical person, your line manager, a supervisor, etc. So find out who is actually going to be there, who they are. Look them up on LinkedIn, etc. Then the next thing is make sure you understand the role, because there's nothing worse than going in and not really knowing what you're being interviewed for. This is the most important thing you're going to be doing. And it doesn't matter if you've gotten 40 interviews before or not. Every single one counts, so be prepared. And that means knowing the role and also knowing the company that you're going to, because you need to understand what the company is about. It's no good someone saying to you, why do you want to work for this company? And you go, because it's an international company, when you need something a little bit more in-depth. To go, well, having researched the organization, understanding where you're going and how you're going, I'd love to be part of it. That sounds a lot better. The other thing is to really know yourself. Understand yourself, understand what your strengths are, what your weaknesses or areas of growth are, so that you can answer with confidence. First impressions count. Remember, this really is an important platform for you to sell yourself to a potential employer. And you are most likely not going to be the only person there on that day, because it's time and energy to get everyone together to meet you. So remember, greet everyone. Use their names wherever possible. Smile, exude confidence, and remember humility, and put on the best you possible. Now, when you're sitting there and you're actually going through the interviews, let's call this the body of the interview. You need to make sure that the questions that are being asked of you, you are answering. There's nothing worse than spending 5-10 minutes talking about and answering a question that actually you were never asked to start with. So if you're not sure, then ask them for clarification. People will appreciate that at least you are listening to what is being asked of you. So make sure you listen, and also make notes of things that come up in discussion. Because at the end of the day, if you are asked questions after you've finished the interview, it is good to have a few questions, 2 or 3 that you've prepared yourself, and possibly that you've actually picked up in the questioning session. So it could be, could you expand more in terms of team culture? Or having heard about where the company is at the moment, where do you see the company being in 2-3 years? There might even be presentations that you would need to be involved with. So make sure that you also are aware of that before you start. Right, you've finished it. The hard work is done. But remember, last impression, just as important as first impression. So thank everyone, shake everyone's hands wherever possible as well, acknowledge every single person that you met, and good luck. Okay, it's been a week, you haven't heard anything. You want to follow up. Bearing in mind, and I hope you have done this already, once you've left the interview, you've gone home, you've settled your nerves, what you can do then is please email or phone the person that you arranged the interview with, whether it be the recruitment agency or the company direct, so that you've actually thanked them for the interview and that you look forward to hearing from them again. All being well, that you've already assessed when the due date is that you will hear by, and if you haven't heard anything, follow up then with a phone call or email.